Welcome back to episode 18 of the racing show. Racing on Saturday comes from Haydock, Huntingdon, Ascot and Punchestown. Starting off with Ascot, just the one bet in the 320. It's a 2 mile handicap chase. I think a lot of eyes are going to be drawn to Martator. A very impressive performance last time. He reopposes at least one in her, maybe two Frayed Arms and Cop Mask. He's a horse I've had in my tracker since March and he's been on quite the winning run, but he's now something like £32 higher than his first winning mark. He won well, but has gone up £6 for that, and it was only a length win. So it's in the back of my mind that the handicapper may have caught up with Martator now. Also, it's a jockey change for the first time to Ned Fox. So we'll have to see how that works out. And obviously running off top weight in this one makes me go for Triple Trade. Is going to be the play in this one. First time cheek pieces. He won 2 races last year in November and December. The one in December being off 135. He's off 132 here, so he's waited to go well. For a banging form yard, the Tizards, who had a couple of winners on Thursday as well. So I think Triple Trade and the first time cheek pieces can be primed to run quite a big race here in the 320 at Ascot at roughly 9 or 10 to 1. Moving on to Haydock and the 230 as a stayers handicap hurdle. Doyen Quest is on his quest for back-to-back Saturday handicap successes, but of course he runs under a penalty here, so he's not as well in as he was on Saturday. I think we might be able to just about get him beat, or at least get one in the frame here. And the one that I like to do that is One Big Bang at 10 to 1 each way, currently 5 places. He's running off an absolute featherweight here, 15 of 16 in the weights. His form behind Haydock reads quite well. Haydock went on next time to go off favourite for last Sunday's 3-mile handicap chase at Cheltenham. And One Big Bang ran on the same card as Catch Him Derry, who is also running in this race. They both run at Newton Abbot over the same trip on the same day. And I timed their runs from the first hurdle to the line, and One Big Bang completed 6 seconds quicker and dealt with a faster pace, so he didn't slow down towards the end. I'd make him and Catch Him Derry's price a little bit closer than it currently is. And I think off a featherweight with a £7 claimer, he can run really well and definitely into the frame. So 10 to 1 each way, 5 places, One Big Bang in the 230 at Haydock. The third and final tip of Saturday comes in the feature race, the 305 at Haydock, the Betfair Chase. It's a grade 1 over 3 mile, 1 furlong. And it's quite interesting that Willie has entered Capodanno here. I'm assuming the reasoning being is because he wants to have a crack at the Trainers' Championship again after last season, and I'd assume Capodanno is working well, else he wouldn't have entered him in this to start his season. He's only an 8-year-old, so he can definitely still have a little bit of improvement in him. And a lot of these in here have patchy records, or at least have questions to answer. Not that Capodanno doesn't himself, but I think at the odds with only currently 2 horses at a much bigger price than him, I think he seems overpriced, when Grey Dawning definitely has it to prove in open company this year, coming out of novices, but again, impressively in novices. Royal Pagaille needs the rain to come and come hard. Ahoy Senor is winless in 8, I think. Hewitt needs good ground and probably won't run unless he gets it. He's also had like 2 battles already this season. Limerick Lace is a really good mare. She might need to improve nearly £10 to win this. It's a tough ask. She's getting backed, but it wouldn't be for me. Brave Man's Game is another one that might be a little bit gone at the game, similar to Ahoy Seigneur. I think he's winless in 8 or 9. The real whacker had his big day last time, winning at Cheltenham, I think it was, and Gold Tweet is a French trader that I'm not sure many people will be expecting to win. So kind of by process of elimination, and the fact that I don't think Willie would just come to make up the numbers in a race like this, I think Capodanno has to have a chance on these terms against this opposition. I mean, he's going to be facing much tougher opposition in Ireland or at the festival. So this could be a real good chance for him to get another win on the board like he did last year, I think, in Cheltenham. So earlier in the season in Cheltenham, obviously not in March. So yeah, I think Capodanno at currently 10 to 1 is worth a little win bet, just to see what might happen. Some other races to take note of on Saturday, starting at Ascot, the 1965 Chase. Pete Dory is a very short price favourite, 1 to 2 currently, and that I think he will just go and win that. And then the Ascot Hurdle at 2:45 sees Golden Aces seasonal reappearance. She could go quite well. It's a tough race, not too sure, a bit trappy. Gonna have to see how that goes. She does prefer good ground though. Moving over to Haydock, the 150 is a graduation chase. Irocco goes in that. He could be a decent chaser this year. Have to just see kind of how he goes, coming out of novices from last year, but I was quite impressed with the way he jumped last year. And then at Punchestown, a lot to take in this weekend and definitely take forward, starting off with the 12:30 on Saturday. That's a beginner's chase, and Ballyburn makes his seasonal reappearance in that one, over 2 mile 3 furlongs. Be interesting to see how that goes. He's been entered in some hurdles and some noise around maybe staying hurdling, so that'll be interesting to see how good he is jumping fences. And then later that day we've got the Morgiana Hurdle, which sees State Man and Lossiemouth take on each other in the 2 mile grade 1. I think they're both unbeaten at Punchestown. Should be a great race. It wouldn't surprise me if State Man was to win there, but maybe Lossiemouth reverse that form come Cheltenham. I think State Man is probably £5 or £6 better at Punchestown and in Ireland than he is at Cheltenham, to be honest. And I think Lossiemouth is really good, especially on that old course. So yeah, some great action over in Ireland this weekend, as well as Haydock and Ascot. All the best.